Hey Rome 2 fans, we are back with another glorious 3v3 siege for you here today as we have Egypt on the attack here in this one, and they are joined by the Germanics of Swaby and also the Romans from Rome, of course. Where else would they be from? But on the defense here today, we also have a Rome as well. We have some Socii Equites actually already waiting outside the walls. So they're already, looks like there's been a little bit of a skirmish that we have missed out. And looks like the Socii Equites got javied by some spear levy here. That's taking place in some Night Hunters as well, also over here as well. Just keep an eye on those cavalry who I think are looking at those Germanic slingers over here and Cimbri bowwomen and thinking, I fancy going for a charge on those guys. Surprising to see Germanic slingers being brought, not just Cimbri bowwomen. You should just spam those guys out. Or those ladies out, but yeah, not today. Riders of the Hunt, they're being shifted over there to keep an eye on that cavalry, which is wise. On the defense here, like we said, Rome is here. We have Arverni and Sparta in this glorious clash here, which I think this is on Tillafurdum. Is this map? I can never remember the Rome 2 maps near as well. There's been a little bit of artillery fire as well going in here. Some periodical hoplites getting hit pretty bad, but no actual really melee taking place. Just a lot of missile foreplay taking place as both sides sort of get themselves set up and just sort of test the waters to see who is strongest. But it looks like we're going to see some club levy, the terrible club levy getting sent in first. See here with their 20 melee attack. I don't think they'll be breaking through those naked warriors. They're actually going to get a downwards charge here into the club levy and sallying out, technically that is, and they are going to be the first fellas to clash here today in this siege battle. This should be a really good one. I was told it was a pretty solid siege battle by the player that sent this one in, and I believe it. I believe that the person that sent this one, when they send replays in, they're often pretty damn good. And when you got Rome and Sparta on the battlefield, it's going to be an absolute blockbuster. But yes, if you're enjoying the Rome 2 action and want to see more ancient battles and sieges, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new on here, and a comment show support who does help out the channel. Sparta here with his periodical hoplite trying to hold the line. Looks like they're also retreating. I don't know why this is taking place, but Sparta just falling back here and just, taking losses doesn't need to be taken here. There's naked warriors already dead, by the way. Got absolutely destroyed by the club levy and archers. 52 kills for them they took. And then the periodical hoplites fell back. They've been pested by club levy as they go. But they are withdrawing. Club levy are just going to keep on rushing on in. Yes, if you want to send in any of your own Rome 2 replays or any Total War replays, then do send them into my Discord. The link is down below in the description. As always, I'm always looking for more glorious replays because without you guys, there's no content for the channel. As there's another little sally out going on over here. Naked warriors fighting a Hastati. Very cheap Roman infantry from the Republican area. But they can still pack a punch. I've seen all Hastati builds before, and people chevron these guys up. And a lot of you guys have been asking, when are you going to do a Rome 2 stream, Pope? When are you going to do a Rome 2 stream? I do assure you, I will do one soon. I've been meaning to do one. Rome 2 is not nearly as popular on the channel as compared to Dawnless Days and SCW3. Hence why it doesn't often get a stream, but I will try and do some in the near future. The naked swords going in here, cycling, and they have got good charge bonuses, so they will do a lot of damage. So, be able to cleave through these Roman shields. Rome holds for now, but this unit's pretty bad. They are bringing up Evocati cohort. The Javis here was Rome, the famous Pilum, which Rome's famed for, going to be able to rip through these nearly naked swords. They are technically down as naked swords, but they have a bit of loincloth. That's not good enough. CA didn't commit to the full nakedness. I'm upset. Sad to see. We've got Rome over here on the line as well with the Legionary cohort. what else is in here? This is a bit of a mess actually going on for this defense. Their periodical hoplite. They need to reset that up. Egypt's bringing forward some cheap swords. We've already got sword masses, but it gets sent in here by Swaby. That's an insane unit sent in. They're going to charge into the side of the periodical hoplites. Bit of a mistake there. I don't know what that setup. There you go. Sparta rectifies. He's realized his mistake. Let me get rid of the foliage so we can see what's going on a little bit more. Yeah, Sparta holding the line for now, which they will do. I mean, these periodical hoplites are pretty solid. Like 63 melee defense, damn good. And that's not even their best spears available. So yeah, that kind of says a lot. Doesn't look like the cav over here did anything else. Can't see it right now. Doesn't look like anything has taken place. We've got plenty of Spartan hoplites back here as well. Still a lot of periodical still to come in though. We've got Roman's Legion cohort of him. Are they just trying to mount the wall to jabby stuff? I don't know. A lot of missiles being used as well on Spartans, which is absolutely fine, because these guys have got a decent amount of armor, 75. They'll absorb the shots. Better than shooting the missiles to the defenders, which is exactly what the defenders do not want to happen. Try and get into the grittiness that's going on down here. Yeah, sword mass is going in so early. That's kind of a rogue move there from Swaby. Maybe it just feels like he wants to make some progress quickly. But never send in your leaks first, because that's when the enemy has all their missiles. That's when they'll do all their damage to you. Looks like finally those cycle charges are starting to fail. Naked Warriors getting swamped by multiple legionary units or multiple Roman units. And Galatians from Egypt as well. But I mean, yeah, Sparta's kind of giving up space here with the Spartan hoplites. Egypt's going to be able to charge in. Rome could then just kind of flank around, get some space, and they'll be into the city a little bit more. They definitely need to take advantage of that, do the attack, as Galatians here just need to just get themselves thrown in. The Spartan hoplites aren't in phalanx here either, so their missile block will certainly be a lot worse. See if they get a jabby volley up here, or if they maybe already use all their jabbies. Might be the case. Sword masses are losing. They're going to get probably 100 kills, but not much more than that. The Spartans are kind of smothering them at the moment. Jabbies are about to go in. Maybe question mark? No, it seems not. Galatians in the jabby. They are going to go in though. And yeah, they couldn't actually get that far, it seems, in their expansion down this sort of little alleyway here. We've got Naked Warriors waiting. They are chopping through the Galatians, and the Hastati are pretty weak, and they're not going to make too much difference. But yeah, Alberni here going with the Naked Sword spam. Kind of like it. I think you can only bring 3 Naked max. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of the Mercenary unit. Maybe they're not definitely capped. Look at this Naked Warrior spam. I love it. It's a cost-effective unit, that's for sure. You can get some pretty good kills. You just got to keep cycling them. You got to keep your micro pretty good. And yeah, look at this. He's ripping through these Galatians. They're like, I mean, they're already like 50 odd kills, quite a few of them here. So yeah, they're doing pretty well. There's so many Naked Warriors. I feel like I can't call the title of this video "So Many Naked Men" or "Naked Warriors." I feel like YouTube might get upset by that. We'll have to think of a new title. Hopefully, Siege springs to mind another name, name for the video. I hope so. I really do. Still, this choke point holds over here. Galatia has taken over those sword masters just routed there. 156 actually got more than I thought they were going to get. Galatians going in. Still fighting Perioikoi and Legion cohort, which has 36 kills. What the heck happened to them? That's not a good tally. Swaby now is landing. This should have happened a little while ago. They should have swarmed this area. They made this really easy for the defenders just going through choke points right now. They should be landing more towers. Good to see Swaby is doing that. He's capturing this arch tower over here, but he needs to land more towers as Swaby or Rome or anyone, and then they could just overwhelm these walls. I mean, Rome is doing it now by the looks of it. They're going to bring up these Evocati cohort, land behind the Spartans here and the Naked Warriors and try and make a difference. Because this alleyway here, or this little street, is a death trap to attackers that fight on, or even defenders, to be honest, as well. because you can just get brilliant side shots. The Romans doing it right now with their Syrian archers. I mean, Rome on the attack can also do it as well with his Syrian archers if you wanted to. Both sides can do the same thing if they want to do it. I don't quite know how the Avocati here have managed to get through the naked swords, but they have. Someone's pulled through someone. I'm not sure who it was. Rome going in. Legionaries here, heavily armored, fighting the most lightly armored unit you could ever find on the battlefield. Should have no trouble cutting them down. Yeah, that Roman unit actually might survive this. The Naked Warriors are about to break, and the encircling is going to be saved there. More Naked Warriors going in. Oh, that is a gap, actually. That is a viable gap if they can just undo that. Yep. I need to give another attack up. That's just a viable gap. The Romans aren't actually fully across. They look like they were going to go for a rear charge into the Avocati cohort and try to encircle them once again and make this street into another death trap here. Imagine being one of these Romans. Being surrounded by Gauls and there's just a tight confined space, nowhere to go. You're just shoulder to shoulder with your comrade. You just got to dig in. Surrender is not an option. You will be sacrificed and have your head taken off and taken in as a trophy back to some barbarian's hut. The Naked Warriors are now themselves encircled, actually. There's a counter-encirclement going on, I think accidentally by the Avocati here. And they're letting them out! They've accidentally let these Naked Warriors out. That's quite funny. Like, excuse me, just coming through. Don't mind us, Romans. Don't mind us. They took a lot of losses. I only brought this thing, 91 of them left, 16 kills. You've got to use them correct. So, like, spamming them is a risk, but they can get high rewards. The early ones did pretty well. I think as they've gone in bit by bit now, they are struggling a bit more. Sparta here still trying to hold some of these lines. These are actually Spartan hoplites. I don't know why he's trying to hold it. With this choke point now open, these guys need to just fall back to the Spartans. They are bizarrely holding on here. They are beating a lot of these Galatians, but the position they're trying to hold is not tenable. But they persist, and I respect it. It's the Spartan way. There's no such thing as a retreat. Escalation's defeated for now. Spartans over here have been encircled. That's also good. And it's such a good unit as a Spartan hoplite. It's relatively cheap and it's a super heavy unit. One of the few. But yeah, this unit here is going to get absolutely destroyed by Galatians. But yeah, it's nice because they're getting shot in the side as well, which is not helping them at all. They keep fighting for these choke points. I don't know why. Just fall back. Try and hold these choke points instead is a much better spot to try and hold. But it looks like the defenders are going to try and keep competing for this area. I've never seen this sort of strategy in play before. The defenses are breached. You need to fall back. But it seems like they're going to keep trying to fight for some of these areas. Socii Extraordinari, a unit you rarely see being brought by Rome, but I guess he's a defender. He's going to. Ooh, be careful there with the pull through. The Swordmaster is nearly dead, but got to be careful. There's archers right here, though. That Rome could quite easily clear. Or slingers. Swordmaster's side charging the Socii Extraordinari. Like, these battle lines are just... Well, there isn't battle lines. It's just clusters of men fighting. They need to be careful there. They can't just, like... I don't know what they're doing. There's a lot of reorganization of formations going on here. There you go. Sparta finally retreats. Whether Rome is sacrificing these Socii Extraordinari, no, he's getting out of here as well. Because he's going to try to. He's going to get run down here by the Galatians. Trying to retreat is never really easy. And we've got Gallic hunters up here waiting. They look like they have ammo left as well. They have their bows out. They need to put something up here to block this. The Romans probably need to take responsibility for blocking this ramp. Let all these archers shoot. Or at least hold the line so these archers can run back. But it's going to be tough. The Swordmasters here chasing Romans. And we've actually got Nubian bows here for Egypt in melee. Oh, they are, I think, out of ammo, so that might be okay. But yeah, this is what I mean. These sides, this alley here, this street is just death because Rome can just arc shots over. I mean, so can the defenders do the same to Rome. It's just brutal for both sides. That's why you need to have missile domination. You can really turn the tide of the battle in your favor. As the Naked Warriors here try to pin back more Evocati. Evocati spam is such a valid Rome strategy as well. They're just probably by far and away the most cost-effective sword unit you can bring. And I can't remember what the price of them is, but they're not that expensive. There's more expensive units for sure. But 61 melee attack is nothing to be sniffed at, that is for sure. And look at this disaster. The Gallic hunters should have just stayed up on the hill, let the Romans try to hold this line here, and they're all caught in melee now, and this could be devastating. This is messy. Sophia Extraordinary fighting against Swordmasters and dying. Yeah, it's all four of the Gallic hunters here as well. I mean, Sparta's desperately pushing as well to try and regain some ground, open up an access route for those Gallic hunters. This has quite possibly been one of the messiest defenses I've seen from any Rome 2 defender in a little while. How is this Roman Evocati cohort behind enemy lines as well? Oh, he's come through here, that's why. That's a very valid reason how he's got there. So Sparta's getting encircled here. Because he's overpushed. Yeah, and Arverni's doing the smart thing and retreating his Gallic hunters up the hill, which he should have done ages ago, because he can now use them actually for their purpose, and maybe turn the tide of these fights around. Swordmasters are trying to chase. They might accidentally pull through the Extraordinary. A whole bunch of them will die doing so. We've actually got the Woodnaz spears, like the general for Swabian here already. Swabian has so many reserves as well. Like, he's got a sword unit all the way back at Berserkers. Why is this back here? Forgotten about them. But yeah, he's got so many other units. Why send in the spears, like, of his generals? So, maybe he's just popping these, like, an ability, maybe? That's why they're up here. But still very odd. And finally, it looks like we are going to see a sort of a retreat here from the defenders. Some sort of retreat. They've got Evocati cohort here, ready to deal some death to the Evocati cohort of the attackers. Nope, they're going to retreat. They're getting javied as they run away. But yeah, it looks like the defenders are going to retreat back to what is very historically the typical defending points, which is this choke point here, this choke point here, and that will be what they'll hold. And if they fail to hold those, it's going to be this choke point here, and that will be where they hold now. I imagine we're going to see a bit of a retreat and a murder as well of Gallic hunters. I'm surprised they're wasting ammo shooting these guys when they could just go into melee with them with all these swordmasters. Kind of poor there from Swaby. Save your ammo for the final defense. Gallic hunters still able to go off shots, which is quite funny. These swordmasters here just slowly being killed off. Don't know what the player's doing, but he is just letting his men die. These Syrian archers out of ammo. But yeah, massive catastrophe there around that ramp. That was odd. I mean, Sparta also kind of had a really weird formation as his, like here in this open space, really weird as well. A lot of loss of life there unnecessarily for the defenders. I feel like they definitely were doing a decent job to start with, and then kind of they didn't really micro well enough, I feel like, to defend themselves properly. They've got Spartan hoplites I can see, which is good to see. I'm seeing multiple of them, and we still got the Heroes of Sparta General, a very sexy looking unit, that's for sure. Got that very cool plume on its helm. We still got plenty of Romans as well, which is great to see. Of all the factions that we want to have seen lots of, probably the Romans and Spartans are only less so. They are still a strong faction, but this build is obviously Naked Warrior build and nothing else. So I don't know if I want to see lots more Naked Warriors. That's for sure. Sadly, this Evocati cohort is not going to get home. It's not quick enough, but it's fine thorax swords. It might take these guys out. He's going to disengage again. You're not going to outpace him. You're going to get cut down. I think they're going to send in these Syrians, which is a smart idea. I like his thought process here. He might actually get these guys out. Luckily, the Spartans also getting sent in. trying to say that, you know, but I feel like do it once you have your other guys engaged, but maybe you didn't feel like you had time. Thorax driving it anyway, he sends it in. He sends it in anyway. What was the logic here? I thought you were trying to preserve this unit. Oh, there he goes. I think it was maybe a misclick or something. And it's not going to get back anyway. It's still being chased by the Thorax, who are winded. This unit's also winded. I presume that Evocati cohort, I mean, they are both very heavy. I presume this is a slower moving unit. But it does look like they are going to just about get back. And yeah, this is going to be where the last stand, well, sort of the semi-last stand is going to be made. There is still a heck of a lot of Romans back here. A lot of Evocatis are still going. And they're all chevron. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see what, I mean, I'm intrigued at what the funds was. A lot of Evocati here. Still a, yeah, big belief that the Romans can do this. There's still a lot of attacking Romans though as well. We've still got Evocati to come in, Praetorian Guard. Thought there might be a few. Still lots of sword masters as well, which is good to see. We've even got Galatian Royal Guard, probably the weakest of the the elites to go in, but still nothing to be sniffed at, that's for sure. I mean, Egypt's got a lot of his mainline infantry still going. A lot of the Thorax here still yet to be committed. Jabbing away now. Trying to weaken that Spartan line. I mean, the Spartans are pretty good missile block, and they're in like hoplite wall. They'll absorb a lot of hits first. They might have to cycle out the Thorax and send something else towards the Javi for a little bit first. Yeah, look at this beautiful unit here. The Lambda. And weirdly, they're sending in the Evocati. This unit that got preserved is now just being sent. Oh, this Rome player is really confusing me. Really confusing. And then the Spartans get sent in anyway. Okay. I mean, they should beat these Thorax. Probably not the Romans, but the Spartans will beat them. Kill those dirty Greeks. There you go, the Romans are carrying on. They are actually kind of out defeating the Greeks. Good to see. Good to see, guys. Keep it up. Okay, they're pulling through. This is Roman unit here. Trying to get that other Thorax unit. That's a bit odd. The Spartans keep fighting here. They're like good, honest players. Yeah, the Thorax are they're gonna need a lot to break through these royals. These are royals. Well, that one's royal Spartan. This one's a Spartan. But I didn't even realize they do look pretty much identical, like side by side. One of the well, I guess bar they have the capes on, and these guys don't have the capes on. But yeah, if you're looking from this side, yeah, they're very different. Yeah, and their stats are very different. Well, 44 melee attack, 36 melee attack. Oh, 105 armor. This is super heavy. I mean, both are super heavy, but this should be super, super heavy, really. If such a thing was a thing. Or just cataphract heavy infantry at that point. Which is pretty much what super heavy is. Pretty much is cataphract. Mercenary Cretan archers, they're getting sort of side shots into the Spartans here. They actually are causing them to lose. Whether Sparta wants to look at remedying that and falling back a little bit, Turner's like, yeah, he's getting pretty juicy side shots actually for the Spartans. Nice rear volley there into all those Thorax as they retreat from the Evocati cohort there. Very nice. Yeah, look at those Spartans. They're dropping like flies now that Egypt's got those Cretan archers up. Really nice there. No one wanted to attack this flank here, though. No one wanted to attack. I would start sending forward more Romans, to be honest, for a change. Keep the Spartans for like the last stand. They'll hold for ages. Once there's less missiles, they'll just be unstoppable. There you go. Royal Spartan's retreating. The other Spartan is dead. Rome's sort of semi-holding this choke point with Sparta, but not really. He's not in it. But yeah, the missile's still raining in. And Rome here just, you know, going to just pass me jabby away. It's just a bit of a standoff, really.
Advance at speed.
And looks like we're going to see it. The last charge of the Naked Warriors. I love it. I love it. These guys, they've been funny, comedic, sort of, you know, relief to this siege. Can't say they've been that effective, but it's been a funny strategy nonetheless. I hope Arvoni does have other stuff, because otherwise I don't think he spent all his money. Looking at what Rome spent in comparison, all the Evocati. Yeah, it sends in all the naked swords. I mean, I feel like if you're going to send them in one at a time. So as one goes in, and then you want to pull that one out, the second one's already going in. That would be kind of what I'd do, and then they're not all just pulling out and all losing their troops. I don't know. I'm never a big fan of the pull-out strategy. It does need to happen with naked swords, though. That's how you get the best out of them. They have 71 melee defense, though. I never realized that. Charge bonus is 36, which is what people are trying to take advantage of. This engagement's carrying it on, because Rome is not really blocked off this gap here, as you can see. More Evocati cohort going into it. They kind of opened up this front a bit more, which is kind of on Rome. Didn't bring up anything to fill in the gap of the Spartan hoplites. Which made this a little bit more difficult to hold. Maybe a little critique there on the teamwork of these defenders. Yeah, the Royal Spartans, I've no doubt, will hold this line for a while. But as long as they don't get encircled, they're not going anywhere. And there's going to be a pile of Romans in front of these Spartans. It's also kind of confusing that there are Romans currently also fighting within the Spartans for the defenders. But we move past that. Rome's kind of taking over. It's kind of a shame that, like, if you have like two Rome players, like the defending Romes don't become blue Romans and the attacker ones stay red Romans, something like that. Kind of cool just to help distinguish. It's like such a simple thing CA could have done, just to help with multiplayer. Or just even, I mean, obviously it happens in campaign when you have like rebellions. You have like blue Romans and various things like that, like secessionists. I don't know why they couldn't do it. My multiplayer. It would have been so easy. Really easy. Yeah, weakened sword masters going in. They're not going to get through these Spartans. Yeah, Swordmasters, they are, well, actually winning this fight. They are beat. There's 20 Swordmasters currently right now with 362 kills. That's insane. They are beating a 124-man Spartan hoplite. I mean, it's unlikely that they are going to win this fight, actually, because it's just, like, numbers in the unit. But that is kind of funny. Like, 20 mad lads defeating well over 100. And Rome is now properly taking over this choke point. Sparta has been pushed back. He's lost half the unit, but killed 100. Romans, which is not too shabby. That's nothing to be sniffed at as well. 100 Evocati cohort. That's very good. Rome is not quite out of reserves. He's got like 5 units left, but a lot of his power has only been expended. Egypt has yet to obviously commit his Escalations. I'm surprised these guys weren't sent up first, since they have 50 melee attack. They are actually weaker than the Evocati in that sense. And I think with armor as well. Yeah, they have a lot less armor. 75 to the 90 of Evocati. So I'm surprised they weren't set up. Oh, Rome has actually, and Rome's got Praetorians back here. Rome's not quite out. I'll take it back. I'll take it back. Numbers, balance power wise, it's still kind of been where it has been all siege. Not really anything changed. Defenders haven't really managed to inflict too many losses on the attackers yet that they can influence that. I think if those Gallic hunters were still alive, that would be very different. I think if the defense had been better organized on those front lines, I think they would have been in a better position. Rome and Sparta here still fighting on. I'd like to do some more historical scenarios with like these two battling each other. Very, very cool to do. But like by the time like Rome fights Sparta, Sparta's like a shadow of itself. It really is. Oh, is that a pull through? No, there is very much a gap there again. We're defending really here from. Or like blocking by the defenders here. They've got more Royal Spartans in the front line. Love that. But they've just still kept this gap open, which is here. It's a pile of dead Romans, which could be defending or attacking ones. But yeah, Galatian Royal Guard taking advantage of that. And I think Rome's going to try and get Javi volleys off into the side. It's the Spartans pin, potentially. And he's got arch fire coming in as well. He should really set up his archers over here in this spot. And he should then just get great side shots. I mean, maybe he's worried of the Cretans, which is a valid worry. But Rome, again, just these Evocati cohorts, 66 melee attack they have, those chevrons have been added on. They would absolutely trounce these Galatians. Just engage them. There's no reason to run away. I mean, by actually fighting where he is now, he's offering side shots to Egypt, who could probably just murder him with his Cretan archers. He absolutely should. He has ammo as well. If he kills this Evocati cohort, he opens this choke point up so much more. And it's losing now because it's been running away from the Galatians. But otherwise, if it just stayed and fought, it would have been probably not an easy kill, but a much easier kill for the Romans. There you go. Sparta's actually falling back. Galatia disengaged as well over here, and you start rushing to this next line to try and get these Syrians. Sparta's now going to encircle this. He's going to quite smartly have this nearest unit to us, this Royal Spartan, surround the Galatians, and he's got the other two facing the other way to sort of guard the rear. Not a bad idea. I'd almost turn the other one around as well, because there's still a bit of a gap, but that Roman Evocati over here is now doomed. There's again kind of a poorly done defense here, to be honest. The gap kept being made and they just did not defend it properly. Here we go, some actual infantry as well for Arverni, so we've still got hope here. Chosen Swords. Spear Nobles, it's kind of a rogue choice to bring. We've got Oak Sworn as well, more Chosen Swords. So they've got some actual elite infantry as well to go in. Love that. We're going to actually see that now go in to replace these Spartan hoplites here, which are pretty battered. I haven't got that huge of kills, to be honest. 40 and 50. Not great. But we're going to see the Chosen Swords go. They should have countercharged the Romans then. They're a sword unit. Go charge in. You're not speeding. You don't want to hold the line. But good to see Arverni's still got some stuff in the game that is not just naked swords. I'm a fan of that. These Evocati, they should probably still cut through these Chosen Swordsmen, I'd imagine. We'll see. It will be tough. It'll be close. And here's that next line of defense that they're trying to hold. Sparta is desperately throwing in reserves. He's putting up his weakened Spartan hoplites from that other choke point, and he's throwing them over here. He's going to dedicate his stand over here. This is pretty much Sparta's last stand. I can't imagine he's got much more when it comes to reserves in the tank. Egypt persists. Galatian Royal Guard look like they're going to fall back. Maybe it's going to cycle. Spartans should hold for a little while. They might need Roman support. They can kill off all the Galatians, which there's still a lot of Galatians. There's like 2 in, there's at least 4 to go. There's maybe daylight at the end of this tunnel for the defenders. who I'm kind of rooting for. Just because the balance power is just not in favour with them. Not that they deserve my sympathy, but they have it. Always got to root for the underdog. Auxiliary Syrian archers here, do they have ammo? Do not. They have their swords out. That's an easy way to tell in Rome too. If they have their swords or their daggers out, you can see them here. Then it means that they're probably out of ammo. Or almost certainly out of ammo. So if they have their bows out, it means they still have ammo. So the reason, it's an easy indicator to see whether you should shoot a unit or not. And a gap again being made here. What is this Roman player doing? He's sabotaging his team, sabotaging Sparta. The phalanx is only as good as long as its flanks are secure. And its flanks are not secure. Spartan hoplites starting to lose decisively. All Spartans here, they're winning decisively. They are killing these Romans off. And the Romans now countercharging. By allowing... I mean, you want to get those javies off to kill some sword masters, but you just allowed the flank to kind of just be, well, you know, the front line to be flanked. I don't know what the man was thinking. Yeah, Sparta's breaking that. He's getting side shot here as well, which is not ideal. Where's that from? It's from Egypt as well. Egypt's got some great side shot flanks going, like flanking side shots going on. And this, instead these Spartans from combat, like winning, it's combat even. Which might not sound like a lot, but it is. That shows the power of archers, and they might soon go to losing, to be honest. Yeah, super heavy unit being defeated quite nicely there. Arverni now sending over his general, which is a spear noble unit. Again, odd choice to break, but we moved past it. Maybe that's all the money he had. But yeah, Arverni's still holding this line, but he is getting beaten back here. Rome is having to send in some Evocati. And we've still got a couple of those ones. I'm imagining there's a Roman general up here somewhere, and we've still got the Spartan general as well. I can't imagine there's much more than that to go in still. And again, Sparta's falling back. Going to fall back behind the spear noble line. I like his determination to keep some of these troops alive. Please, Rome, defend this choke at this point of the choke point here. Nope, he's again falling back. What is he doing? Sparta's going back into the front line. Determined to hold. Again, Rome is self-sabotaging. He is just leaving a gap open. I imagine the logic is to throw javies, but the problem is these spear units, they need the flank secure if they're going to operate well. I'm intrigued to see what kills the Spartans have got. I think some of the Perioikoi might have done better than the Spartan hoplites, to be honest. They're cycling in and out the chosen swords, which is not a bad idea. Might work as a strategy. They've got to try something different, I guess. Devacati are taking, yeah, it's pretty some damage on the charge, but nothing silly. Syrian archers here, they're getting chopped up. Chosen swords here losing bit by bit. Yeah, archers, they still have so much archer ammo here. They've just not been able to deal with the attackers' archers, and they've just been operating so much better. I mean, the Arverni ones non-existent. I don't even think Sparta brought archers, and I don't think... No, the Roman player definitely did. He definitely brought... But I don't think Sparta brought a single archer. They are down a lot of archers here. That is one critique I can think of for Sparta. Berserkers going in. Trying to smash with the spear nobles. Berserkers, I think they fight to the last man pretty much, but they do go berserk pretty quickly. 34 kills. They are losing as well decisively. They are very much more of a flanking unit than like a charge in straight into the face of the enemy sort of unit, I feel like. A bit more of a shock and awe unit than an actual like frontline unit like the Spartans. They're still holding. This Royal Spartan might get 100 kills. Might get 100 kills. Spears another Roman there. Get in there, lad. One less Roman in this world. I mean, I don't know if you want one less Roman, because there are also plenty of Romans on the defending side, as Escalation goes in against some of them. It does seem like Egypt kept a lot of his troops in reserve. He wants to be the one to give the final hammer blow. He's still got, yeah, a lot of elites here to send in. A few of them battered, but some of them also quite fresh. And also the archers, of course, being a deadly force. Though it looks like most of the Cretans might not be out of ammo. The scary ones that are left, I think, is the Syrians. Oh no, the Syrians are out of ammo. They've got in. I think they might finally run out of ammo. Whether they have ammo here left doesn't look like the slingers do either. They still got the Praetorians to go in, so yeah, Rome's still got a couple of cards up his sleeves as well. Got Evocati here. I'd send them in. Oathsworn as well. It's gonna be. I'd say it's gonna be still quite close. You know, there's not a lot in it. If the defenders here can use what reserves they have effectively, I don't know, have these archers got ammo? No. I don't know what the play is here. Rome is going to send in his Evocati by the looks of it. Sparta pulls back his general. They can hold for now. I mean, they've got some good holding units. I think this choke point's safe. I think it's the other choke point that's a little bit in danger. The chosen swords are not capable of holding back those heavily armored Romans. I think that's why the Oathsworn are getting sent forward. And we have naked swords left. Yes, lads. Go in. Then they are the very weakened units. Why they've been sent in? Oh, they've been sent in to initiate a retreat? I think so. Yeah, we're going to see these naked swords and this tiny little Spartan unit maybe hold the line. Why? I don't know. We also have a chosen sword here that's doing something. Don't know what. It's kind of caught in melee somewhere. It's losing whatever melee it's in. Yeah, Rome is going to retreat. A lot of sort of like tactical withdrawals taking place here. And I guess they're wanting to maybe withdraw to this final stand. So Oathsworn aren't actually carrying on down the hill. But that looks like that's the play. To try and retreat one more time. That final stand. Problem is, Arverni's general's not in a great place to try and make a retreat now. It's kind of got itself boxed in. As you can see here, this cliff behind it. It's between a rock and a hard place. He is losing this fight. It's actually combat even. The Berserkers are dying. Again, just by falling back, they've actually made this a harder choke point to hold. And they didn't really fall back properly. The Spear Nobles could have got out of here. They're now holding this really large cordon of a line instead, which the attackers always have more troops. They have, you know, the numbers. They're going to be able to just kind of fill this line just more effectively. But they still have a couple of sword units here. They haven't got masses left. They have just about enough that they can just about hold the line if they want to. Yeah, it's still seeing the Spear Nobles retreat. Don't really know what Arverni's play is. There is still some missiles being fired somewhere as well. Or maybe it's Javis. It could be Javis. But anyway, someone was shooting at the Spear Nobles. The Spear Nobles are shooting back. They're actually killing those Syrian archers off nicely. But we're going to see the Galatians. They're charging into the Spear Nobles there. Good rear volley onto that Spear Noble general. That might kill him off. Eventually, he's going to keep running away. Oathsworn are desperately coming to save their general. Still alive for now, but he is in the most danger of dying here. Sparta's general's pretty safe. Rome's general's also pretty safe. Surprising, I was going to say, we are about to see it now. Egypt is going to make an offensive appear. You should just go for it. Pin some of the Spartans and then just charge. It's the Syrians here. And they go on a withdrawal. Sparta is going back. It makes sense to. No point fighting here. Might as well just retreat back, use the archer tower. which I think is what they are fighting, trying to use, that archer power, use to their advantage. Oathsworn should beat Galatians. They're just better. They're just better. Got Rome's general going in here, the attacking Rome. I mean, it's not that effective going in. I mean, he is pretty much committed to everything. The Praetorians are all in here now. This is his last throw of the dice. And it's being held back by an Evocati cohort and an Oathsworn. The Oathsworn's losing to the Praetorians. The Emperor's elite, his bodyguard, trying to push through. Gallic's chieftains might do it as well. It's going to take some miracle to stop them. The Oathsworn can't stop them. There's not much that can. Maybe the heroes of Sparta. Well, that Spear Noble, you know, he's done pretty well. And he's still got Javies in the bank to use, apparently. Go on, Javi away, son. Javi away. Don't know how this choke point's still being held. It's a mess. Sparta's sent his general down the slope. I don't know what he was going for. If he could get Egypt's general, that would potentially be huge, because Egypt's got, you know, some decent, like, amounts of infantry left, and they might be able to break him. But it would be a bit of an ask. He's got to kill, what's he killing here? Swordmasters? He can kill that. And Egypt's general, I say, why could he kill that one? Because it's a Quranian axeman, so it's not that hard to kill. It's very light infantry, but it only has like a lot of Javies, it's a real contribution, and yeah, it should be easy enough to kill. Same with the Swaby general, to be honest. Wouldn't have spears, but he's got pretty good melee defense. Pretty hard to kill him. The Quranian axeman, pretty pathetic. He is now in melee. Sparta's gen's not, it's sort of engaged with stuff, but really not at the same time. And again, Rome falling back. Why is he self-sabotaging like this? Is he really going to try and hold his last stand? He's going to be the only one there holding that last stand. If he falls back, he kind of dooms Arverni here. Sparta maybe less so, but Arverni is very much locked into holding this space. He's routed a Evocati cohort there with all his Oathsworn. Now he can go into the woodland space. They're kind of turning it around a little bit, the defenders. Bit by bit. I mean, I just see the balance power shift in favor of the attackers, but I feel like the defenders there, they're isolating units, killing them off. Sparta now finding those wooden spears. Rome there flanking the Swaby general. Swaby's got no real troops left. Killing his general is not the end of the world, but a small victory nonetheless, if you can get it. But yeah, Rome's sort of self-sabotage. He has gone back into choke point, but he's not in the front line near as effectively as he was, and he's getting pounded now by Galatian Royal Guard. That is only a matter of time until that choke point now breaks, and I think it is. I mean, it's surely only a matter of time until the attacks break through now. The defenders, I think, could have won this. I think they made a lot of early mistakes, and that's what's kind of done them over. This is, Night Hunters, one of the few Swaby units left. Well, I mean, he's got all these archers and he's got like some weaknesses, but I should know like sword masters or anything left that's, you know, going to make a big difference in the siege. The Wooden Spears is safe, it's not going into melee anytime soon. Spear Noble's still, you know, scaring off the Quranian Axeman here. Doing God's work. Legatus, oh, not even Legatus, General and Bodyguard here for Rome, charging in, trying to help defeat the Galatians. The Spear Noble just helped rout those Night Hunters there, supported the Spartan General. Galatian Royal Guard killing off the Oathsworn. I guess they're going for time as well as the defense. They're going to try and run down the clock. I mean, it has been a long, long siege. Maybe they can. Maybe they can do it from the clock. If they run out of time to attack, it is technically a defending victory. Maybe why, hence the constant withdrawals. Rome's got to make one sort of like last on him, but he's getting flanked here. Wooden Spears are through. Not quite sure how they've done that. Here's a Sparta, they're engaging, but the Wooden Spears running for the cap point. So they are running. Gets stopped by Rome's General. Rome's General is not the type of unit that wants to be fighting Wooden Spears. Spears are anti-cav. It's a good charge there, to be fair, by the General's bodyguard. Knocked over a lot of them. Stays in prolonged melee, he's going to die there. He has smartly got out. Still lost a good, like, 6 or 7 riders. He's going to have to go in again, like now, if he's going to do this. Arverni's General is getting attacked in the road by the Legatus. He's still killing off units. After that, to be fair, Spear Noble, he's been an absolute champ. He's been really a great charge there from the General Bodyguard, helping to try and kill this Galatian Royal Guard. Don't think it's going to be enough. I think that's Arverni's General gone and wavering because of army losses. Sparta's still holding. A lot of the Romans, though, are starting to break as well, I think, because of army losses. And I think the General might also shatter here soon. Sparta holds on. He refuses to die. Might fall back to the other cap point here. Just try and hold that. Not that you get any bonuses for holding that one. This starts the timer if you take this one. Wooden Spears are rushing in. Yep, the attackers are through. The defenders have to just watch on and just kind of go, well, what do we do? I mean, I just charge the Karani and Axeman General. Try and kill Egypt's General. Take someone down with you. Rome's General is wavering and breaking. I think because of army losses. Why is he running outside? Oh, is he scared of the brides of the hunt? He's going to break anyway, so he might as well just try and kill a couple of Germanics. There you go. A last sort of fight taking place here. Here's the Sparta battling with the Galatian swordsman. They will do their bit. But yeah, I think Sparta did pretty well. I actually, for a no archer build, did not do too shabby at all. They get charged here by Rome's General, and that's going to break him. And that, I think, is going to be GG. Oh, Rome's General returned. All right, and he's winning that fight. He was a coward. Why did he ever doubt it himself? He should have stayed in the fight. But yeah, that is going to be a victory for the attackers. There's not a lot left, though. I'll admit they have not got a lot left. But I honestly think they could have done an even better job because of the defenders. If they made a better defense over here, I think this was a little messy, just with sort of like where units ended up. And so like just ended up in like not even a battle line, just like in little isolated blobs. Easy to be outflanked and surrounded and killed off by the attackers. And then withdrawing and sort of defending some of these choke points over here in this area as well. Kind of poorly executed. But yeah, it's still a pretty good defense. A good siege. Certainly was a costly victory for the attackers. We'll have a quick look at the end results. So this one was sent in by Shaddix, who was playing as Egypt. So thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. He had over 3k troops in the field. It's insane. But yeah, 127 kills with his Karani Axeman General, which is actually impressive. I didn't think he even really got that much contribution, but he did. His archers did very well. They're the MVP, to be honest. His Cretans, 206 kills, 184. 180 kills with the Galatian Royal Guard, 267 with another there. And one of his basic Galatian swords getting 244 kills, and his Thorax getting 107 kills. Then we have Dignitary playing as Swaby, 160 kills with his Giant Ballista here. His Bowman, or Bowwomen, sorry, getting 190 kills. Berserker 62. He's kind of, yeah, they're not that great, really. I feel like Night Hunters, 116 kills. Swordmasters, 156 kills, 370, 320. Some solid kills there. Then we have Dark playing as the attacking Rome. His Syrian Archers getting 145 kills. His Praetorian Guard only getting 136 kills. And, you know, pretty battered. Then there's Evocati spam, which is kind of the spam I feel like you'd go for. 189, 188, 284, 278 kills. Very nice there. And then we have Ludwig playing as Arverni, getting 220 kills with these Spear Nobles here. And then we have 208 kills with the Chosen Swords, 151 kills with these Chosen Swords here, 117 kills with the Naked Swords, then 120 kills with the Oathsworn, 173 kills with these Oathsworn here as well. Not too shabby. Then we have 7. Look at the Spartan army as well. 3,000 kills. Oh, it's 3,000 deployed. 128 kills here with the Heroes of Sparta. And then we got the Royal Spartans here, 186 kills. Nothing else really getting huge kills. Like all the Royal Spartans got triple figure kills, but yeah, Spartan Hoplites 128, 133. But yeah, a lot of them doing pretty poorly for a super heavy Hoplite. That's for sure. But yeah, no archers as suspected from Sparta there. So, but yeah, and it showed in like 7 kills here. Even though he was like holding, he was not getting kills, which is a shame. Civica getting the most kills for his team as Rome, no surprise there. 234 kills with the Socia. Equites didn't see what they actually ended up doing. I think they just side out, got some kills. But yeah, that's kind of impressive. 155 kills with the Syrian archers here. 193 kills with the Zevakai cohort. 273 kills, 198, 234. Like, yeah, they did well. And there's Socia Extraordinary, 103, and definitely could have got more kills as well. But there you go, guys. That is all the kills, and that is today's siege. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show support. And I'll see you folks in the next one. Bye for now.